Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. Remember when they said the man has to pay 100% of the bills? Well, this economy must be kicking their butts. They still won't go 50-50, but just like the union on your job, they're starting negotiations.
I see so many people arguing about whether you should pay 50-50 in a relationship or if a man should pay everything. And I don't think that we are doing the math of adults who both have things coming together. Let's talk about it. Every time I hear this debate, I think to myself, there's actually a third scenario here that no one's talking about. And the third scenario is,
here come the negotiations.
Two adults who already have things coming together and improving each other's lives. Here's how that math works out. Let's just bust a simple example. Let's say you're a man. Let's say you pay $3,500 for rent or mortgage. Let's say I'm a woman and I'm paying $3,500 for rent or mortgage. Here's what could happen when we come together. Instead of worrying about paying 50-50 and each one of us moving into each other's place for that same rate and splitting it, what about if you as a man paying the $3,500 that you already paid, keep paying it, you don't have to pay an extra dollar, and then I come in as a woman and let's say pay $1,500 extra. Now we're in a crib that's $5,000. That's way better than what each of us had individually. Now, you may ask, why do I get to get off scot-free and pay half of the rent that I was paying? Here's why. Because I'm going to pay the utilities. And you know why that's beneficial to you as a man? That's multiple small bills. Men don't like the aggravation of having to remember due dates and auto pay and logging in and doing all this shit.
You see how she's trying to sell this, acting like she would be taking such a burden off of us by paying the small bills so we don't have to worry about it? She mentioned auto pay. If you're using auto pay, it pays the bills automatically when they're due. So what is there to remember? Also, if your bills come in the mail, that's a reminder right there. And if you have paperless billing, every company sends you an email reminding you of when your bills are due. But nice try though.
So I'll go ahead and take care of the groceries, the water bill, little piece of light bill. You know why? Because those are small individual things that you have to track. And I'm a woman. I'm better at that.
Okay, so what men out there don't know how to pay their own bills? You see how she's trying to make it sound like women are so smart and we're so dumb? Let's really think about what she's saying. If a man is that incompetent, do you think that she'd really want to be in a relationship with him or living under the same roof with him?
Right? So it's not that I'm getting off scot-free by paying less rent. I'm gonna still pay some bills, but now you only have to worry about one bill, which is where we live, and we get to live in a nicer place, the both of us, and I'm taking care of the other tiny small things, and you also get peace of mind that you don't have to worry about when they're due, okay?
Okay, continue.
Let's also talk about why the numbers aren't the only thing that matter, because it's not just about who does what in the home cooking and cleaning. Let's just assume you were already eating before I got there.
Let's assume I was already eating before you got here. What?
And you were already having your house cleaned. Maybe the housekeeper can come twice a month and not every week, because I live here now, right?
Wrong. Because didn't women in droves say that they were not cooking and cleaning for a man because it was slavery work?
Maybe you can order Uber Eats less because, again, I live here now. And even if I like to order Uber Eats, if I was paying for it anyway, I'm gonna keep paying for it when I'm here with you. So you don't always have to be the one footing the bill for the food. Hello?
Boy, she's really selling it, ain't she?
But let's also think about other things. Ladies, you can stop calling TaskRabbit every time something around your house breaks and you don't know how to hang a freaking curtain because that man gonna be there. Brother, you can stop wondering where all your stuff is because when you live with a woman, she will have you more organized than any other period of your life. I can tell you where your socks, drawers, underwear, and that pen you've been looking for is by memory. Okay? Like, why are we debating like we don't all bring different things to the table and we couldn't help actually improve each other's life rather than live the same life we're living now and splitting it with somebody? I don't do splitting, I do improving.
Wow, she should sell cars.
If we're getting together, let's see how we can improve each other's life by bringing both of the resources that we have. Splitting it is just staying in the same place and pointing fingers at who should do what. I'm about leveling up, not splitting down. It's a difference. Just saying. Men and women, tap in. I would love to hear your opinion on this. And as always, Auntie loves you.
Okay, so since she asked, I'm gonna give it to her. The only thing that I got from this whole video that she made is to lessen her expenses and gain herself a handyman in the household. Here's what I mean. If each individual is living by themselves in their own household and paying $3,500 a month in rent or mortgage, what about the other bills that each individual in their household has to pay? Like the car note if they still owe on their car, gas in the car insurance, house repairs, food, etc. So her living in a household by herself, she has to pay the $3,500 a month mortgage plus all those other expenses. So each individual is spending more than $3,500 a month. Now, if she lives in a house with a man and she's going to give him $1,500 toward the mortgage, how much money does she have left? $2,000. So instantly, her rent went from $3,500 a month down to $1,500 a month. So if she pays the electric bill, gas bill, internet, and food, do you think it's going to add up to $2,000? Probably not. She's still paying all the small bills, living with a man that she was paying living by herself, but she has reduced her rent from $3,500 a month down to $1,500 a month. So now she more than likely can pay all of her bills with the $3,500 a month, rather than $3,500 a month rent and mortgage, and then still have to come up with the rest to pay all the other bills. Plus, living by herself, she's got to deal with repairs on the house, cutting the grass or paying somebody to do it, etc. But if she lives with you, sir, she's expecting you to do all that stuff while she cooks. That's when she's not ordering DoorDash, which we all know that stuff is not good for you anyway. And remember the cleaning service she mentioned? She said they can only come twice a month instead of every week, therefore giving her a break on the cleaning. And guess who she wants to continue to pay for that cleaning service? You. So now, you as the man are still paying $3,500 a month for the mortgage, paying your own car note if you still owe on your car, gas in your car, car insurance, house repairs, because you know she's not going to fix anything and she expects you to pay for the stuff to get fixed. Shoveling snow if you live in a cold weather state, cutting the grass or paying somebody to do that too, raking leaves, cleaning out the gutters, and so on and so forth. And let's not forget, you're more than likely going to have to deal with this.
Do you want to know why men think we're crazy? It's Saturday night, it's raining, I'm laying on the couch under a blanket, I'm in my jammies. I tell my husband I want something cozy for dinner. He's like, what does that mean?
Yeah, like, what does that mean? Like, how does he solve this mystery?
So he starts naming off places. He's like, do you want to go to Outback? I'm like, no. He's like, do you want pizza? I'm like, no. He's like, do you want teriyaki? I'm like, gross, no, that doesn't sound good. I really want pho. He doesn't want pho. So we have to compromise on something.
You want what?
I don't want to go sit in a restaurant. I don't want him to leave the house to go pick up the food because I'm needy and I want him to stay home. I don't want to pay for DoorDash because DoorDash is expensive. So I just want the food to come to me, but like for free. But also, I don't want to deal with like the garbage and the mess from takeout. I don't want to sit in a restaurant and I don't want to cook. I don't know what I want to eat. Does that make sense? Because it makes perfect sense in my head.
And if you're a man like me, especially if you're hungry and you already know what you want to eat, I'll just get in the car without her and go and buy whatever it is I want to eat. Then I'll eat it in the car before I come back to the house. When I go back to the house, I won't say another word about food. When she makes up her mind on what it is she wants to eat, she can either call Uber Eats and have them deliver it, or she can go pick it up by herself. But keep this one thing in mind, fellas. This will be the same woman that will say she doesn't want to live with a man because she wants to protect her peace. But before I let you go, let me throw in there the serious negativity of a man living with a woman that, of course, she's not mentioning. You already know if you marry this woman and one day she decides she's not happy, half. She can take half your income in the divorce and she gets to keep the house and the car while you pay for it. Now you have to move out of the house that you're paying for and find somewhere else to live. And more than likely, you're not going to be able to maintain the same lifestyle that you had beforehand because now she's taken half your income. If you don't marry her, but you two live together, depending on each state's law, if she's getting her mail there for more than a year, she can possibly file for palimony. And she'll still probably be able to get the house, and you, the man, will have to pay for it. Oh, and don't mess around and get her pregnant. Now you're talking about alimony or palimony plus child support. Nice try, lady, but I think it's safe to say that the majority of men know that your sales pitch sounds good on the surface, but it could be a disaster for a man in the end. Therefore, on behalf of all the good men out there who know better and have too much to lose in taking a chance and moving into the same household with a woman, we respectfully decline your offer and declare these negotiation proceedings closed. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.